picture this. You have 5 minutes to change your scout program, okay? There's been a change to the program for whatever reason, and you literally have 5 minutes before scout starts. What is your program in a box? So what is a program in a box? Well, really briefly, it is a program literally in a box, or in my case, a bag. Here's my scout bag that I take to every week. It's got keys and notepads and all that kind of thing, but also has a few bits in there that I know if I need to change a program, or if I've been invited to a section and the Beaver leader's off, there's some things in here that I know I can run a section night using all the bits of items in there. Or literally it could be a cardboard box and you've got bits and pieces in there that you know that you can run something using bits from here. But what are those bits I hear you're saying? Well, yeah, it's down to preference, okay? As a scout leader, can you make things out of pen, paper, that kind of thing? Have you got a bit of paracord you can do some knots with? But here's my go-to program ideas that I know I can do using that bag. So this one is for my scouts. It's run by the patrol leader and it's called Teamwork Night. As it says, team working together, getting those patrols to communicate, to work better. And really simple, everyone has their own scarf. They then blindfold themselves. So now we've got some blindfolded games, and I do a lot of obstacle games. That's better. So getting the tables out, getting some chairs, putting some obstacles through the scout hall, and they've got to navigate through them. They can either do that from communication with the patrol leaders at one end of the hall, telling them left, right, step over, that kind of thing, or the patrol leader is the person doing the obstacle course and the team have got to give him instructions, and then maybe do the floor is lava, where they've got to get from one end to another end using some chairs, and then as they get eliminated then they could chair away. Just thinking outside the box. Another one is just a games night. Yeah, when things have gone wrong, particularly when the weather has changed, when it's been raining all day and the young people haven't been running around at school, just scrap your idea, have a games night, experiment with some new games, or head up to the park, have a game of rounders, football, and just have, a bit of a fun night. And remember, your scout leader is always right, even when he's wrong, because I tell you this, scout rounders, every leader runs it differently. They have their own rules. I do it differently than Tony, my other scout leader. We've been arguing about, hang on a minute, why'd you do it that way? Do you do this?
So who knew that playing rounders would be so difficult? What? I thought there was only one rule, but it turns out that there's about 10 million rules. All the scouts are playing it differently. Tony, the scout leader, he has the different rules. My God, I didn't put this in right. It's just risk assess the rounders rules.
So whatever happens, the scouts have learned that the scout leader is always right, even if he's wrong. Another thing that you can do that takes no planning at all is a troop forum. And this is a great way of communicating with your troop. You can even do it with beavers, cubs, and explorers as well, and network, in fact. And it's just sitting down, explaining what you like about scouts, what's been fun, what badges have been fun, what they found really boring. Are they playing too much games? Are they not playing enough games? Maybe make that kind of Top Gear cool wall and not so cool, where they talk about badges, what badges they think are cool, what badges aren't that cool, like equestrian. Sorry, horse lovers. Or maybe you're an avid knot lover. You love doing knots, but the scouts are thinking, no, it's not. Or if you're doing beavers, and they might go, actually, we're not doing enough craft. We want to do some more cooking or something like that. So having a troop forum, a pack, a beaver chew, I think they call it. My mind's gone blank. Comment below. Comment below. What do they call a beaver and cub forum? My mind's gone blank. What is it? I generally can't think. Anyway, so yeah, in Scouts we call it a troop forum. So finding out what they're enjoying and what they're not enjoying, or maybe planning the next theme camp. The other thing that you could do is delegate. I've done this a few times between me and you. Shh, a little secret. I've given it a title, Patrol Leaders Night. And I've given them patrol leaders literally 10 minutes to come up with an idea to run the scout session. And they've got the entire cupboard. They get tents out, whatever they want to do. They might want to do desert island, what equipment would you take? That kind of scenario. We've done those. Actually, that's a really good idea. I haven't done that for a while. But no, generally, I've done some patrol leader nights where I've kind of just gone, you know what? Actually, I'm not in the right mental space. I've got a headache or, whatever, You're having a busy day. Your other assistant scout leaders, they're just having just one of those times as well. Give it to the patrol leaders. They love it. And as I say, it's delegation and giving the patrol leaders something to do and learning about being in control. So it's a win-win. You win because you can kind of sit back and put your feet up a little bit kind of thing. And the patrol leaders get that kind of chance to be in charge. So that's always a good one for a program in a box idea. Now this one we did recently because somehow, no idea, in our program planning session, we missed this week out. I have no idea how. And we literally text each other getting to the scout hall and going, do you know what? Mark, what's on tonight? Tony, I thought you were doing that on OSM. And then when we looked in OSM that week, somehow me, Tony and Jack blanked it. Don't know how. And I did this years ago, and we haven't done it for such a while. It's paper airplane competition. Really easy. But what you got to do, remember, where is it? So you need a tape measure or a ruler or something that you can measure distances with. So in this one, you split them into your patrols or keep them in the teams or whatever you want to do. And they have to design a paper aeroplane in 5 minutes, whatever time you want to give them. Who can make the best design? They get 1 point for that. And then who can fly it from one end of the hall to the other end? And it's a knockout competition. We've done it and it lasted all night. I thought it would last 10 minutes, but the scouts loved it. If you don't fly the furthest, you're out and you get it down to the final 2. And then what I did, and it just popped into my head, I'd never done it this way before, is I gave the scouts a chance to redesign their aeroplane. They could keep their original plane, or they had 30 seconds or a minute to redesign, rebuild a paper aeroplane. Yes, one patrol did it and completely lost. They had the winning plane. I have no idea why they decided to redesign it, but it literally and kind of did a Mark paper aeroplane and a boomeranged itself and came back. But that's always good, hold up a hula hoop, they've got to fly through the hula hoop, that kind of thing. That always works well on a program in a box idea. Now this one works well in the autumn and the winter. Well, in fact, I tell a lie, it works any time. It's a chip shop challenge. Say that one really fast. Chip shop challenge. So you might have to you will need to have a bit of cash on you as a leader. And it's done in all different ways. The way I do it is probably different the way that you do it or another scout leader does it. It's that kind of the same principle, is that you go around your town where you live or the village and you sample the best chips. So you literally go there, order one portion of the chips with salt and vinegar, and then you taste the chips, see how fresh it is it crispy, whatever. Are they soggy? Are they cold? Is it enough salt? Is it enough vinegar? Is the portion size well portioned? What the quality of the chips? And then you will vote them however you want to vote in system. And then what we do, we go back to the winning chip shop, and then we give them an actual certificate, laminated certificate they put in the window saying that your scout group has voted them the best chip shop in your area. Love it. You get dinner, the scouts get some chips, and a bit of free publicity for the chip shop. So the last idea for programs in the box is all about balloons. So I have a pack of balloons in my bag. In fact, I used them very recently, so I need to replace them. Actually, thank you for reminding me. Well done. And it's a balloon night, right? So there's loads of things that you can do with balloons. So you might be able to make a balloon modeling competition night. Who can come up with the best worm or snake normally, but can someone teach you to make a balloon dog? That'll be quite cool. Things like more team building is that you give them 5 minutes to come up with the biggest balloon chair. All right, so they have some balloons, they have some tape, or they have to lash them together to make a most comfortable chair. Or who can get the highest off the floor. And then you kind of deduct points from if balloons burst or something like that, or give them a point for them more green balloons or something stupid. There's loads of balloon things that you can do. You can rig a fishing line from one end to the other and then race the balloons down. It's just a bit of silliness and just to create a bit of fun. There's probably creative badge in there, teamwork badge, there's a whole load of things. It's a program in the box idea of just when things go wrong and you can go into your bag, go into the box, pull out that kind of stuff, knowing that in here, somehow, there's stuff to run a night for an hour and a half. So there you go, there's my ideas of a program in a box. What do you do? Do you have one? Do you have something up your sleeve that you can pull out? Do you have those go-to programs in your head? Sometimes it's just a matter of thinking on the spot. Or, you know, I've done it a few times where, like I say earlier on, that you're just not feeling it. But you want to be at Scouts, but you've had a bad day in the office. You know, you come home, you've maybe had an argument with your other half or something, and you just want to go to Scouts to switch it off, but you just can't concentrate to run a night. And you know what? It's okay, we're all human. So maybe just having a games night is one of those nights. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes it just goes wrong. Things happen. Maybe your assistant scout leader didn't bring the equipment for that night that you were meant to be doing, or you were meant to do it in the cooking night, but you didn't prep and you've run out of gas bowls. I don't know. You've got to have a backup plan, and those programs in the box are my go-to ideas. So what I want to know, guys, what are yours? What do you have? Have you been suggested stuff? Stuff that's worked, stuff that hasn't worked? Really want to know. And that's the love of scouting, is sharing those ideas. Don't keep it a secret. Share them, you know? I really don't understand when scout leaders keep all their ideas secretive and they don't want to share their program. Share it. Sharing is caring. There we go. That's the quote of the day. Sharing is caring. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Big Man of the Woods. Check this playlist here, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.